So the original plan tonight was we were going to come up with a list of our top 3 to 5 spells that if we could suddenly cast innately, we would do so. Plans have slightly changed, I think. Do you have a list, Artie?
I do not.
You do not. Okay. So
I have one spell that I thought of. But...
What I figured we'd do is if you want, we can just take them at face value, knowing that a lot of the spells that we've all played D&D, there's certain spells that through our lifetime we've been like, man, I wish I could, cast that spell. Or it's almost like your superpower in a way, I guess. So I made a list of 31, which I won't go through all of them tonight. I broke it down to like my top 4, and maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree with ours. What I'll do, though, instead of just giving you them, because you guys don't have lists, I will ask you guys if you can tell me what level the spell is or what school the spell is, and I don't know. You win, I guess. You like that plan?
Win a bean?
Yeah, the plans changed, and this is my fault, by the way, because we had originally planned for tomorrow, but I couldn't remember for the life of me. I thought we'd planned for Wednesday, and then I said, shit, that's usually the day that we're actually playing D&D. So I said, you know what, let's see if we can, I'll switch things around and play D&D on Thursday this week, not realizing that I'd already said to Jess that we were going to do this on Wednesday. So we're going to play it by ear, but I think just... talking about spells that we'd like to cast innately, and maybe I'll just go down this list and see if any of these jump out at you guys or whatever and whatnot. But before we go into that, I got a package in the mail today, and I want you guys to try to guess what you think it is based on the front and the description of the back.
Okay.
Can you guys see it?
Oh, yeah.
There's the address. You can even see the address. It came from California. There's a bunch of cats on the front of it. Now, Noelle hair instructions. This envelope contains a lock of Noelle's actual hair and a heart locket to put the hair in. Remove the hair from the little baggie and put it inside the heart locket. Then attach the heart locket to the zipper on the pouch. Any idea what this is, where it came from, the contents?
California, and it's got kitty heads on it.
Yeah. It took me a little while before I realized after I looked at there's a part of the back of the envelope that kind of gives it away. It's something that I had pre-ordered months ago. I'll give you that hint.
Is it D&D dice with someone's hair in them?
I wish I could say that it was, but it is not. It is game related, I will say that, but it's not
D&D related.
Before I figured it out, I thought it was jewelry that like someone that Carol knew from work, had sent her, like their pet had died and she was going to do some resin or something like that and send it back to them. I was like, that's a weird way to send it. Like how, and the instructions are so like explicit. Like it gives you the name of the cat hair, like the cat that once had this hair in this package. So yes, there is cat hair in the package. You can make a locket out of it. I don't know any spells that can do that though. So if you think of any ideas of what could be in that package, I'm all ears. We'll get to step in tonight. Do you guys have? Artie, you said you had one, right?
Yeah. I mean, any spell would probably be pretty dangerous.
Oh, in the real world, yeah.
Yes, an innate ability.
Now, I don't know if I told you this or not, because this could be the spell that you picked, but Wish is the only spell that's off of the table, because
that was the one I picked.
Well, I mean, then, if you have Wish spell, you can basically cast all those other spells. You can say, hey, I wish to have the ability to cast every spell in the spell book. That's the only reason why I took it off the table. But why would you?
It doesn't say. You could use the alternate effects. You can create one object up to 25,000 gold in value that isn't a magic item.
Ooh.
That's it for a wish?
No, you can do a bunch more, but it's not just casting other spells. You can use it to create things.
Oh, yeah. I'm just when I think of Wish, I think of what the most powerful thing you could do with it to really push the limits of it and stretch it out.
You didn't say any prior to this, any spells were off the table, so I'm keeping this one.
I am 99% sure I told you Wish was not on the table.
Let me look through the Facebook chat.
Go ahead and take a look. Take a look.
So I'd probably use my Wish to make a item that has unlimited wishes on it, like a ring.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're a god. Like, nothing stops you at that point.
Yeah, November 4th, 2024 at 7:17 a.m. I think we should exclude wish.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you looking that up.
So I'll take the fall for that. So I'm out. I have no more spells.
Well, what would you do with if you had a wish spell? What would you be? Artie said he would create an item that would cast unlimited wishes. What would you wish for?
Oh, I just wish for items of 25,000 gold value.
What about in like the real world though? Like
That is real world.
real world.
Yeah. If you put gold into dollars in the real world, you have a gem that's $25,000. Why not?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on like microtransacting like real world D&D being like, yeah, your character can have that for $20.
I mean, if you are asking what spells we wish we could cast in the real world and why, there you go.
Ultimately, yeah, wish would. That's why I was just like, you know what, that just makes the most sense. It's the most powerful, in my opinion, of spells. I think the highest level. I think I did take 1 9th level spell. Let me give you I'll give you the school, and you already know the level. So it is 9th level transmutation, and let's see. I'll take a look at the first comment on the official D&D Beyond comment section.
Can we guess what it is before you tell us?
Yeah, totally. You can even, if you go to D&D Beyond and go to
I'm
the
on
spell
it now
section.
with the 8th or 9th level. Sorry.
9th level, yeah.
Okay,
No,
I think I have it.
go for it.
I think you picked Foresight.
No.
Wow, really?
I looked at that one. That was definitely one that I thought was interesting, but I think this one is more appealing to me. I tried to think of them almost in real world terms. Like, how
Why
would I
wouldn't
use
you want
them?
Foresight though? Your Minority Report. You have prophecy.
Yeah, that is true. It is godlike.
Yes, it's very godlike.
I have been said to have a god complex before, so I don't see it.
That's why I thought you would take that one.
No.
I'll eat a bean for that one, I guess.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be part of this whole thing tonight.
Yeah,
the original thought was we go through the list and Artie picks either his, mine, or Jess's, and then whoever loses would, eat a bean, or multiple losers would eat beans. But Artie wasn't able to obtain these tonight, which was last minute notice, to be completely honest. I don't think we even talked about that aspect of this episode before now. But this one comes a little spinny wheel. Do you want me to spin it to see which one?
Yeah, play.
Give it a spin.
Oh, it's Carolina Reaper.
Make sure we can see it so there's no shenanigans.
I know. I want it above. Like, there's a lot of.
All right. Let me see. Can you see that?
Go with the ghost pepper one.
Yeah, is that sriracha or green?
Oh, it was green. It was jalapeno. Or
Okay, I'll
I spun it. Do you want to go with that? Okay.
Yeah.
This, I will tell you, I have had these before. I'm going to join you in this quest because it only seems fair. And I really enjoyed the jalapeno one, oddly enough. Like, I expected it to be really gross compared to like some of the other ones, but I found it
That's
delightful.
crazy spicy right off the bat.
They're no joke. Like, I thought these would be like, haha, yeah, you can get them at Walmart. Little 4-year-old is going to be like, Mama, can I get this? And Mama's going to be like, oh, of course you can, son. Now shut the fuck up. Then they go home. He starts eating these. You know what's going on. Yeah, he's fucked. That kid's screwed.
That's crazy right off the bat. That is way hotter. Way hotter than I thought it was going to be.
That is the most mild of all of these, I believe.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, maybe sriracha.
Oh, sriracha, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to drink yet because that's green tea and that's not going to taste good.
No.
Ooh.
All right, next.
Well, you didn't guess. Artie, do you want to give a guess at my 9th level spell transmutation?
I just finally sorted all the 9th level spells, and I'm perusing the list here.
I'll even give you a bonus here. The spell has been cast on your party twice in the last month in the game.
Jeez.
Yep.
I'm going to guess again after Artie.
All right.
I'm willing to take another bean for this.
But it's good. It's a tasty bean.
There's not really much sweetness in it. It's all hot.
I feel like that's hotter than I remember it.
I found it. Is it a transmutation spell?
It is a transmutation spell.
I think you're going to guess it before I get a chance to guess it.
Damage effect is control,
You motherfucker.
and the range is self. Ooh, it's instantaneous. That's nasty. What component is V?
Verbal?
Okay.
Yep. It only has a verbal component. Yeah, I think you've got it.
If
I
he
think
doesn't,
so.
I think I do.
Go for it.
It would be that little gem known as time stop.
It most certainly was. Yes. I mean, could you imagine just being able to just boom? Now, a lot of these, like I said, I took at face value rather than going into the spell, but like this would be perfect if you just feel like you need a break. You need to manipulate the world around you a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but how long would you let that happen? It's 1d4 plus 1 turns. So how would you get to decide?
It's not long. It's only like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it says on a 9th level spell that lets you buff or escape for maybe 2 to 5 turns. So you'd have a minute max, probably.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's not as potent or powerful when you think about it that way. I just kind of,
No.
like I said, I took it at face value, like being able to just stop time. But yeah, based on the actual spell's description, it's not as cool. However,
A minute's not bad. I mean, you could
yeah.
leave a situation in a minute, I guess.
The next one, I guess I got to give you something about the spell, either the school or the level.
The school
All
would
right.
probably be easier, right?
The school is another transmutation spell.
It did feel very inspired by the time stop spell. Lots of ideas.
I have a question about your transmutation spell.
Yeah.
Can you give us not the reason you picked it, because that would be telling us why you picked it, but like what appealed to you about it?
It's probably, I would say, if 100 people were asked the same question we were asked here, I would say there would be a very high percentage that this would probably be one of the first ones that would come to their mind. It's almost an obvious one, but
Okay.
yeah.
I got it. Is it is it a dorky reason why people would pick this?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's also practical too. Like, it's
I don't think it's practical if it's the one I'm thinking, if the one I clicked on. I saw one, I was like, oh yeah, Jay would want that.
what is it?
What's this? Is this spell? What's the spell component?
Components. Let's see. Verbal. Once again.
Oh
just
fuck!
verbal.
No, this isn't the one I thought it was going to be. I'll eat a bean. I thought you'd get control flames.
Oh yeah, I think that is actually on my list. That was one of the ones that made the list because how cool would that be to like just?
That's why I asked if it was like a dorky one. Spin the thing. I'll eat a bean.
Oh yeah, it's a
That was my
perfect party
guess.
trick. Oh, you got lucky. That's sriracha.
Okay. Sriracha's red though, because there's a couple red ones.
It's tough. It's tough
Oh,
to
I
tell.
think this is sriracha because it's just red, right?
Yeah, because I think the Carolina Reaper is a little dirty looking. It's got like texture to it. Not
All right, so this
texture,
is just the sriracha. Yeah, that's sriracha because you can taste like the garlic and whatnot,
Mm.
and it's not as hot as the jalapeno.
Jalapeno. That's great.
It's not hot either.
Yeah, that jalapeno is still sticking around in my mouth.
Did you guys write that or was that on the box?
Right? What?
Jalapeno.
No, I'm following her lead on that one. Yeah. Jalapeno.
That's brilliant. Way to go. Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. These are way hotter than I thought they were going to be. That's why I was like, fuck it. I'll eat a bean and they're hot.
Wait till you get to the hot ones.
Even with the use of this spell, you would not be able to escape the heat of these beans.
I'm not guessing again.
I have a guess. I don't know. This is you though, so it might not. Oh, fly. How about that?
There you go. There it is.
Really?
Damn, I can't believe you got that. That's spot on. Like, I mean, that's just one of those, like, growing up, always wanting to be able to fly. Like, if I could cast that innately and just be able to, like, fly everywhere, that'd be awesome.
I mean, we talked about that back in the showroom days.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually thought of that while I was thinking about the question that you posed for this, and fly was totally like an option.
I guess with fly, like, would you have like unlimited endurance, or would you eventually? Because like, I'd want to fly overseas. Like, if I'm going to be able to fly, like, sure, it'd be cool to fly up and be like, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? Let's all hang out. But like in my days off, I want to go to like, I don't know, Sweden, maybe Denmark. I have no idea.
Yeah, just get like coast in a current for like hours and hours.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like a ducks or geese would. They fly south or whatever.
Right. Yeah, now I guess if you could take that with like some kind of like a haste spell or a super speed type deal, you could like shoot over there like Superman.
And if you're a little behind, you just time stop till you get there.
It's funny, based on the title of some spells, you would think, here we go, while Jess is coming back here. If I told you that I had one of my top spells out of my top 30 spells was Summon Dragon, what level do you think that would be?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Artie's right with 5th. Holy mackerel, he's on a roll tonight. But that, yeah, I personally would have thought that would have been much higher, like 7th or 8th or something like that. I was shocked to find that it's just a 5th level spell. Now, obviously, it's just it's not like you're actually summoning a physical dragon, but it's basically the same effect.
Once you get to the realm where you're casting 5th level spells, you're pretty
Yeah.
well seasoned.
Yeah, there's those little hurdles as a wizard or a spellcaster where, like, okay, obviously magic missile is the your surefire hit. Then you're just dying to be able to cast 3rd level spells for fireball and lightning bolt. And then,
Fireball was my favorite.
Yeah, fireball is a good time.
I have completely just pounded through this fucking sweetbread roll because of those jelly beans.
They're spicy.
Oh, you can create a spell?
Yeah, I've created quite a few spells. That's the nice thing about D&D Beyond is, like, if you have an account with them, even a free account, I don't know if you can create spells with a free account, but like with the one that's $2.99 a month or like $20-something a year, you can create unlimited characters, and you have access to pretty much all the basic spells and creatures and so on and so forth. Not an advertisement. They are not a sponsor unless they want to be.
I was going to say, thanks, TSR. I mean,
yeah, that's going back. I did have 2 cantrips on here. I believe Prestidigitation and Produce Flame. I think instead of Control Fire or Flame, I chose that one instead because I was trying to narrow it down. I mean, I had like a list of 46, I think. I got it down to 30, and then I had to pick like the top 3. But some of the lower level spells, like Prestidigitation, is great, Party Trick, and like creating sounds and smells or whatever. And like people are like, oh, what is that? But
there's so many spells I have never heard of or seen as I'm scrolling through them here.
I can't recommend enough as a player or as a dungeon master to actually go through it and like just look at all the cantrips one day. Just take like an hour and read a few of them, or some that like you never knew what they were. Like there's a lot of items that as a DM, and I'm looking at magic items to hand out to the party, that I've always skipped over them because I don't know how to pronounce them. Or I don't know what it is, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go to the next page. Oh, I know what that is. But if you take the time, like, and read like just cantrips one day, and be like, oh, wow, I never knew you could do that. Like, you find yourself way more integrating them into the game when you're playing, right, Jess? What was your last character's name that was in Athalia for a game or 2?
Teagues.
Oh, that's right.
Hey.
My World of Warcraft characters is named Teagues also.
Oh, your EverQuest rogue was Avril, right?
Yes. They all mostly just are between those 2 names. It's weird. Say it again. Did you say Avril?
Avril?
Yeah.
Avril?
Avril.
Avril.
It sounds weird hearing it with a different cadence.
Yeah, like there's a character I play. So I will spell his name, and you guys can tell me how you would pronounce it. It's Tizzaro.
Tizaro.
I don't know, but now I kind of like Tizzaro.
Tizzaro is more like swashbuckler, kind of scoundrelly.
He is actually a pirate, so
yeah. Tizzaro for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Done.
So maybe 1 Z. Get rid of a Z.
Yeah, I could do that.
Tizzaro.
He's a drow. That's why I kind of did the 2 Z's. It's kind of one of their things with their lettering, Drizdor.
Oh, you're doing a little drizz.
Yeah, kind of a little
Drizzen Duaden.
Drizzit.
I don't know how many D&D readers of Ari Salvatore are listening right now, but do you know how many you just shot through the roof like, oh no.
It's a Drizzen Duaden kid.
You can hear the rumble of nerd pain.
Hey, I'm a nerd too. I can pronounce it however I want. You've heard my cut birth.
Cuthbert,
Gut birth, yeah.
Yeah. When we did that Gunslinger episode, you can watch that right here. When you guys first all heard me say cut birth or cute birth or whatever it was, like the questioning in everybody's eyes as to what the fuck I was talking about made me realize how actually wrong I was with that.
Yeah, but were you wrong or
No, not in my eyes. That's how it's pronounced. Cute birth and Drizzen Duaden.
I was very surprised when I first heard it phonetically pronounced, because I always said Cuthbert. When I would read the word, it'd be Cuthbert. Then someone was like Cuthbert. And I was like, what? Maybe it was you, Jess, when you were first like Cuthbert. I was like,
Cute birth. No. Now I can't remember how does it pronounce in the audio?
Let's play a clip.
Cuthbert was his oldest friend.
Yeah, you can listen to a clip right here.
Cuthbert was his oldest friend.
All right, so let's move up the list here. Okay, so my
I just
one.
eat that whole sweetbread. I can't eat another sweetbread because my mouth is burning.
Oh man.
So we're gonna have to do like small beans.
I'll eat the next one for you.
Okay.
All right, so my next one, I'll give you the level, is a 4th level spell. And it was tied with the other one with fly. And it's very typical that these two are like, would you rather do da-da-da or fly?
Oh, okay. I think I know. Hold on. Yeah, I got it.
You locked in? Do you want the school?
I'll just ask you if this is what the school is. Illusion?
It is.
Okay.
Ooh.
Components, verbal and spell.
It most certainly is.
Is it greater invisibility?
It sure is. Yeah. Yeah, to have the invisible condition where, I mean, as long as they don't stab somebody or punch somebody, you can basically just walk around the world invisible. Like it's just great. I think my reason for wanting it was, you could move through a crowd unseen on Black Friday, get to those good deals before everybody else.
So you can be moved to the crowd unseen, but you're still there.
Yeah, you're tangible. You're still there.
You're tangible, so people are still going to bump into you.
Yeah. I
You're
didn't
still
pick
going to
that
fight
out.
your way through. So the Black Friday thing's going to suck.
Well, then I'll just take
Yeah,
fly.
you're gonna get trampled and
Exactly. Nobody's going to
no
see
one's gonna
you.
be able to see you.
I could be bleeding to death, but no one knows.
Nobody
There's
knows.
blood everywhere. It's just invisible.
Spin that fucking wheel, Pat Sajak.
No, you just saved me from eating one because you
No, I
guessed right.
guessed it.
Yeah.
I guessed it. You have to eat one if we guess it.
There was a 3rd level spell that I want to talk about is Leomin's Tiny Hut. It's like you can make this little hut for, I believe it's 8 hours and you're perfectly safe within it. But like, wouldn't that be great for traveling if you didn't want to pay for a hotel or something? You pop up your hut every night, you sleep in it for 8 hours and boom, you're gone the next day. You don't need a camper or nothing.
Is it like a little house, right?
Yeah, it's basically a little house. I'll read you the description. Let me see if I can pull that up over here. A 10-foot emanation springs into existence around you. They remain stationary for the duration. The duration of the spell is 8 hours. By the way, the spell fails when you cast it if the emanation isn't big enough to fully encapsulate all of the creatures in the area. Creatures and objects within the emanation, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. So basically, it's like a little safe house for the night. Like you really don't have any concerns. You can just rest easy, and then if there's a troll outside, you're all ready to go in the morning.
That seems so weird. Why isn't that used all the time when somebody has to do a watch? It seems like a cheat spell almost.
Yeah. Like you don't have to worry about sleeping for the night. You're safe and hidden and everything. I actually created an item called the Stop, Step, and Stay staff, which is you plant the staff in the ground and it spins, forming like a staircase that you walk up, and suddenly you're in this small furnished apartment where you can kind of do the same thing. From the outside, it just looks like a tree. From the inside, you're safe for 8 hours.
What level spell was that?
The Leomin's Tiny Hut is only 3rd level. It's a very early, well, I mean, not early spell, but
because I was
going
to say, you might as well just wait and then use Private Sanctum, because it just seems like a crazy cheat. Like I understand, like it's magic, but like you can't teleport in or out of it. Planar travel is blocked. It just seems like why don't people use this all the time?
I think maybe it's a spell slot. You know, you can only memorize so many spells per day. And are you traveling? If you're traveling, sure, you might use it. But if you're going into a dungeon, it would be very practical because there's not a lot of safe places to stay in a dungeon. However, do you want your defensive spells or your evocation?
If you had a wizard in your party or whoever was going to cast it, would you rather your wizard throughout the day use his spell slots to be defensive during the day, or use his spell slots to make sure that you all could rest easily at night so you could fight the next day?
As a party member, I would certainly want him to learn that spell. As a wizard, though, I'm thinking, do I want that or do I want Fireball and Lightning Bolt? Because those are also third level spells. You know, I mean, you get so many you can cast per day. You're like,
yeah, but you shouldn't have. If you're a wizard and you can make sure the party is safe rather than defended, because that's not really your job. When there's fighters and rogues and whatnot, you should just be that. You're the only one that can provide that for the party.
It's true. It's true.
It's funny that the support classes don't really have something similar to that. Or they do.
Yeah, well, it would be cool if they did. Like, almost like if a rogue or a ranger would be perfect, like to be able to build, using survival skill, a completely camouflaged safe shelter for the night or something like that. Because that would be equivalent of having that for a wizard. Although then again, a wizard can't do a lot of things that a ranger can do. So
I can see Cal, for example, my druid, just summoning like a bunch of roots that form into like a shelter. You know?
All right, so this next one isn't in my top 5, but it was definitely in my like top 7. So I put it on here. I'll give you a level, 6th level.
This is just wallowing in the nerdness. You just get on the floor and you roll around in it for a while.
Yeah.
Literally talking about D&D on this screen while I play World of Warcraft on this screen.
All right. Back to the spell list. My next spell is a 6th level spell. I'll give you this. It's a conjuration spell, and it's more practical than anything else.
Practical for who?
In real world terms, like if all of a sudden tomorrow I could cast this spell innately, I would be very happy because there would be one thing I would never have to do again. Casting time is 10 minutes.
That's a lot of info.
I think everyone could use this spell in their life. It would definitely change the world.
I think I know what you mean. It would change the world? Yeah, totally. It would eliminate a major...
Is the range 500 feet?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm out.
Self, 10 feet.
I've already gotten it. I've got it, but Jess, if you would like...
I don't have it, so please.
I'm going to go with the Hero's Feast.
You are correct. Like, how great would that be to, like, just, boom, food. No more cooking. It's just there. It's done. Thanksgiving is a breeze. Christmas is a delight.
We kind of have that with DoorDash.
1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time. You'd have no leftovers ever.
Just do a new feast.
Yeah, just you get bored.
You can only do it. How many times you would have? These would be your 3 spells per day.
Yeah.
If you.
It is a 6th level spell, so you'd probably be like maybe twice a day at most. You could cast this, and you'd have to
couldn't just be
commit
like,
those.
oh, I want a snack. You don't even get a snack. It takes you an hour to make a snack.
Why they should do like a 3rd level hero snack spell?
Yeah, like a bag of chips.
Yeah, it just shows up. Maybe some pretzels. Who knows?
So here's the question: where do the leftovers go?
They dissipate into the ether.
You think they disintegrate?
It says that it takes an hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time. So there are 0 leftovers.
Well, this habanero is the last bullet I'm taking for you.
Habanero. Is that the second to last one?
Yeah.
I'll eat what? Oh, did you already eat it?
Yep.
The amber bullet.
I was going to say, I'll go along with you, but too late. You already ate it. Sorry.
No sense in it now.
Oh, no sense now. I'm sorry. I think I've been out of the heat game for a while because I don't eat like hot stuff at home, like just for like fun.
No, me either.
You have like 1,000 episodes of you eating hot stuff. I have like 3.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So I'm not as like when something's hot, I'm like, fuck, that's hot. Why am I continuously doing this to myself?
That last episode of Hot that we did right there.
These little fuckers are worse than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, that one was hot. That habanero is hot as hell.
It's crazy. Did you do a Reaper?
I haven't done one tonight, but I have done a Reaper.
I mean, I'll do a Reaper at the end of the episode.
Do a Reaper.
All right. I'll do one as well.
I will. I'll do a Reaper to close out the night.
All right.
All right.
I'm no Vijay's. I'll do one.
We've gone over my top 5 spells, but there's 2 more that kind of I thought were interesting. Both of them happen to be 8th level spells. I'll leave the playing field wide open at this point, but in practical senses, these would definitely come in handy. Both of them. Side of my tongue is on fire.
You put some work into this, huh, Tiger?
I really did, yeah. I have a link to every spell on this spreadsheet.
Oh my God.
I do have a feeling that you just review the spells for funsies. Like if you're waiting at the dentist or something.
Yeah, that would be something I would do. Like if I wasn't reading, I would definitely go and use the D&D app on my phone and just be like, oh, especially magic items. Like spells are fun, especially as a DM who has to throw encounters at a party. Knowing these spells and knowing that certain, creatures can cast these spells or spell levels at least, it gets me more familiar so that when I run into a creature that I'm like, I really need something that's going to devastate the party but not completely wipe them out or hopefully not wipe them out, I can go, okay, I know what time stop does, and I know that after they do this, then the time stop ends and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's practical as a DM and as a player, especially if you're a caster class. That's why I never play a caster class, because I feel like I waste time just trying to figure out what every spell does. So this is a help.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and a job will fall on my lap. It'll be like, hey, we want you to preach knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons. What do you think about that? I'd be like, I'll take it. I'll take it right now. But no less than 6 figures.
Preach the knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons as a job now?
I think so. I do have Dungeon Master on my resume. 8th level spells. 2, they both start with the same letter, oddly enough.
I have one guess.
Yeah, I also have a guess.
Maybe you each have one of them.
Perhaps.
All right. I think Artie declared first. So what?
Yeah, let him take it. Go ahead.
I will suggest Mighty Fortress as your...
Mighty Fortress would be handy. The only reason why that did not make my list is because I went with the lower level Lehman's Tiny Hut spell.
I'm going to have to eat a bean.
I just realized the one I picked doesn't have another one that begins with that letter, though. So let's just go with telepathy.
Telepathy is on my list of 8th level spells, the 4 that I chose, but it's not these 2. So that's not a T, and that's not a Mighty Fortress.
Alrighty, next.
I have a second guess.
Yeah, telepathy is a cool one. I mean, it's like you basically like a Jedi, I guess, kind of. Another good one that I did not add to the top list was mass suggestion. Like you could just basically be like, I suggest you all get out of here so that I can get to the front of the goddamn line because I'm not waiting for you guys.
I suggest you all follow, subscribe, and comment.
You all want to donate to my Ko-Fi so I don't have to work anymore. I went to the Hockomock Swamp the other day.
I will share your Ko-Fi as well as my Ko-Fi down in the comments below.
There's the comments below.
KOFI?
KOFI, yeah. You should get one and throw it on your Etsy.
Yeah, I'll share. Also, Artie's art is on sale.
All right, choose your next spell.
I have a guess. Control weather.
You are correct. How awesome would that be? You're planning a beach day. All of a sudden you wake up in the morning, it's stormy. You go to the beach and you could just be like, hey, make it nice and sunny right here. And boom, you got yourself a built-in wonderful memory right there.
Which means your other one is clone?
Correct.
That doesn't make any sense. That's why I didn't guess this one.
Yeah, clone. I'm like, go do my laundry. Go do the dishes. Go do this.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this as well.
I think we have not too long ago.
No, yeah, well, if you count 30 years ago as not too long ago.
Honestly, I don't remember when we talked about it. I feel like
it's one of those chill room talk.
But are you going by the rules of the spell? Or are you just saying clone would be cool?
No, I'm just going clone would be cool, but I think it is a limited use, correct?
It's very limited. Yeah. I was looking at the instructions or whatever to the spell. You have to wait 120 days.
Oh shit.
for use.
How long do they stick around for?
It says this clone forms inside the vessel used in the spell's casting and grows to full size and maturity after 120 days.
Oh, man.
At any time after the clone matures, if the original creature dies, its soul transfers to the clone. So technically,
What's the vessel?
if you passed away, your clone would be you after that, I think.
Ooh.
Look at the components. A cubic inch of flesh from the creature that is
Yeah.
to be cloned.
So you'd have to, every
Oh.
time you want somebody to do the dishes, you'd have to take a pound of your flesh and 1,000 gold piece diamonds.
A vessel worth at least 2,000 gold that has a sealable lid is large enough to hold the creature.
You're in for 3,000 gold.
So you're at $3,000.
Yeah, I guess that one,
Yeah.
I'd be out. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
That's why a lot of these, I was like, he didn't pick that one. There's no way he wants to wait 120 days for somebody to do the laundry.
Yeah, that's why I said I went on with a lot of these. I just went like on, title
Name.
alone.
Yeah.
Disintegrate. You got too many leaves in the yard. Need to excavate. No further.
Why would you care about that if you had a clone?
That's true. Yeah. That's why.
Why waste your time learning that spell when you have a clone?
That's why the ones that didn't quite make the list tonight. There was something better. There was a better alternative to the real world. But control weather is fantastic. Like, make it snow on your neighbor's house or whatever. I don't know. Be like Storm from the X-Men.
Kind of, but less powerful, I think.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's quite got the. I didn't really read it. I just looked at the title and.
The spell ends early if you go indoors. Like I feel like I gotta go in to use the bathroom, and all of a sudden the spell stops.
Ah, crap! It's raining again.
You can cast a strong wind.
That's about it. So would it be like a leaf blower wind? Could I push all the leaves off of my lawn and onto my
And the
neighbors?
range is 5 miles around you, so it said good luck
Oh,
Holy shit.
casting a gale or a storm or freezing torrential rain and concentrating on the spell while you're in the middle of it too.
That's like godlike powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what level? Oh, 8th. Okay.
Yeah, it is a pretty high level. Well,
Yeah.
I guess you would cast some kind of defensive spells on yourself if you're going to cast it from within. If you were the eye of the storm, so to speak.
Cast it from inside a tiny hut is what somebody said, because spells of 4th level and higher can be cast through a tiny hut now. This is the
Oh.
nerdiest night I've had in a very long time.
I told you, I warned you ahead of time. I said, going in.
I'm not in a bad way.
No, it's fun. I could talk about this shit till the cows came home. You want to devour Carolina Reaper?
Ah, God, no, because these are way hotter than I thought they were going to be. Which one's the Reaper?
It's the one
Oh.
that's dark red with like speckles, I think. No, that's cayenne.
What's
I
cayenne?
don't-
It's the
hard.
light. It's the red. This one. It's the red, but it has like the little. See,
Oh, yeah.
why there's so many? One bag is a serving. Picture just pounding a bag.
Oof,
That's important. One bag is a serving. You just eat handfuls of these.
that's crazy. Like, I could not sit and eat those. Like, even the jalapeno is a bit much.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what this is going to be like. Let me see
Hello?
a bean, which is something I've never wanted to say to you. Is it?
I think it's the right one.
It's got little speckles on it. See?
What's on it?
It's little speckles. It's red with black speckles of death on it.
Oh, it looked like a little black shape, like a skull and crossbones or something.
I mean, that could be what it is. I don't have my other glasses. Oh, hold on.
They're on top of your head.
No, those are my driving. Those are my like far
Oh.
away ones.
I see a red one with no speckles, though.
Yeah, that's it. Probably a cayenne. This is the one you want, the one with the speckles on it.
Is it darker or lighter? Because this one seems darker.
Darker speckles.
Okay.
Oh no, the darker one you have in your hand is not. That's cayenne. You want a lighter red one with the
Okay.
black speckles on it.
Yeah. I see a black speckle on this one right here.
Yep.
All
Ready
right,
for death?
Here we go.
Mind
really
ya.
eat It's immediately hot.
Oh,
Sucks because the jelly gets stuck in your teeth.
it does. Yeah.
It really does.
I don't have jelly bean eating teeth.
That just sits in there and cooks.
It surprises me that you can walk into Walmart and buy something that's like this hot.
You don't need to get ID'd for this. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I guess it's got a warning, but
Surprisingly, that was
Yeah.
not the worst one.
I mean, it's hot. It's real hot. It's tingly hot, but
That first one, that jalapeno one I had, fucking took me by surprise.
already just cast find familiar.
Oh, I thought it was like domesticate animal.
Summon familiar.
Speak with Animals is on my list. It didn't make the top.
I got to put these in the trash.
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally eat them.
Oh my God. It is.
Yeah, imagine mixing them in a bag.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Yeah. Like a roulette. You don't know what you're getting.
Oh.
Those suck. Thank you for sending them to me.
Anytime.
Have you tried the gross ones? It's like booger and egg salad and rotten roadkill.
Oh God. No, the fact that egg salad flavored jelly bean makes me want to throw up even more than Carolina Reaper one. I don't like it.
There's one that's like ash.
I would eat ash rather than another one of those fucking jelly beans.
My scalp is sweating like bad.
I think you chewed yours more. I gave it a couple crunches and then fucking swallowed it to get it out of my mouth.
I have trouble chewing spaghetti.
I want to smoke a cigarette so badly, but I can't because it's going to taste like hot.
Yeah, that never helps.
God, it does suck. It keeps coming back because my tongue is like,
It's real bad. Yeah. I mean, I'd say this is like a 6 or a 7 on like my scale of hot. This is real hot.
it's surprisingly hot for a fucking jelly bean. This is surprisingly hot.
Yeah.
It's unnecessarily hot for a fucking jelly bean. That was like, there's no need for that.
Just packed with flavor.
I think it's because it's so small, they make them hotter, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they just jam the capsaicins in there.
Jam and Capsations. That's the name of my band.
Well, I think we've, anybody got any other spells they want to talk about tonight? Anything they'd like to cast?
I'd like to cast Smoke a Butt and Pee.
Thank you guys for taking the time for coming out tonight and talking about spells with me. Next time we'll get together a list and we'll compare spells. See now that you get see how this goes here, and
No, we won't.
yeah, maybe not.
Maybe most brutal monsters next time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Go through the monster list. You gonna make a list, Jeff?
Like D&D spell monsters or just any monsters in general?
There's monsters in like the monster manual.
So like, I can't say like the bear outside my window. Like it has to be a D&D. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and from all of us here at the Vodkast and friends do D&D, to all of you at home, thank you guys for checking out this episode, and we'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road.
Wait, don't end it yet. Put that salute back. What was in the bag?